Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. And today, I'm talking about Nobunagun episode 4. Episode 4, I will say that it is a good lead off from the last episode with the tragic deaths of the Air Force soldiers who did go and check out the hurricane, which that was a tragic thing. However, this one does kind of pick up from that with us actually kind of getting to see Jack again, you know, and him and CO are now off to take care of the so-called alien invasion that's coming over that's coming across the Atlantic, and these things are actually using the wind. So really, there is no way for them to necessarily stop them throughout any other means other than getting a shooter type of E-Gene user, which the only other one aside from Nobunagun that they've mentioned was William Tell, and this person is off doing something else. So Nobunagun's kind of their only choice, and really she does kind of and with them going on to them explaining the plan and everything, we do get to meet another person who is also an E-Gene user from. They kind of really haven't talked too much about types. The only type that they kind of talked about was sniper and gun classes, but like sniper classes. But from what I can tell, we meet Galileo, a small little a little girl in this little like containment thing, which is this gigantic scanning thing, which she does use to scan like the hurricane and find the alien within the hurricane, which she does. What's the name? She finds a high man to do it, and she does. And dealing with the pressure of her having to kill this thing in one shot, because if she doesn't, it's going to spread eggs all over Florida. She kind of has a little flashback of when Nobunaga kind of had the same problem of him being nervous and under pressure, and him doing something which kind of led him to go onto the initiative, which he kind of had to follow in suit, because if she didn't, the nervousness would have caught on to her and she would have failed. So really, she jumps into the hurricane. She kills the first one. She shoots the thing in the head and kills it, and then Jack follows right afterwards using his keen swift-like sword-like abilities to kind of like kill the second one that actually did carry the eggs. So yeah, Jack flies in, being a badass as he is, cut the thing's head off, and then him and Nobunaga, they kind of have to go and take out these extra 12 eggs, which surprisingly these two work really well together. You know, even though, she did kind of have me in the moment of her kind of going crazy because he had to cradle her in his arms and used her as somewhat of a propulsion device to kind of speed him up so that he could catch those 12 eggs and cut them in half. The last one, it did hatch, and he did make his make his blade kind of turn into like this multi-hand Freddy Krueger-like claw thing, and then cut it. Which they did kind of have which did kind of make me reminisce to the whole Frieza thing, when Frieza's vision kind of went apart. This thing's vision kind of went like that. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see that in 6 directions. I will say this though, the faces they make when they win, the evil smiling faces when their eyes are shining, that shit is amazing, and I really like it. And really, they do seem to be a really good team. With CO and Jack, they really do come off as a really good team, and they do have some good chemistry there. And this is what led to their success. However, at the end of the episode, we do kind of get when CO's about to text Sal and tell her about like what happened that day. She has like a little like flashback to when to earlier when Jack was carrying her and looking out for her and stuff, and she blushed and put her face in the pillow, being the average girl, stuff like that, of her falling for like her first guy and all that. which that probably could work. You know, they really don't seem like that bad of a people. I mean, too bad of people who could be together. Now, I'm gonna do something that I normally don't do. I'm about to talk about the next. I mean, like the preview, and in the preview, we do get a little bit of insight upon some of the other members, or at least like we get to see more of the E-Gene users. Which I didn't say this earlier, but Sao. Because because of how Jack and Galileo were, she kind of calls the E-Gene users weird, which, you know, she does kind of fit the bill because she keeps calling herself normal, but she kind of has a military thing, but, you know. But, yeah, we do get to see some of the other characters, which is something that I was kind of worrying about for, like, the past 4 episodes, and we kind of didn't see, I mean, like, for the past 2 episodes, we kind of didn't see any of the other E-Gene users. So, you know, hopefully in time we do get to see way more of them. Now, I'm not asking that mean they have superficial roles and they kind of like have their own story arcs or whatever. I just want to see them. That's all. I want to see them. I want to see their abilities. I want to see them do stuff. That's kind of pretty much all I want. And in the next episode, they seem to be presenting on that. So yeah, I thank them for that. I like this episode. It was pretty good. I am liking the Xiao and Jack team up. Hopefully we get to see them team up with Newton and Gandhi again. So really, hey, that's pretty much all I gotta say. This was a positive episode. So it was pretty good. And hey, also the villains are actually kind of smart, or at least as they kind of allure to. Our villains are smart and they are adapting. So, yeah, that's something to kind of keep in mind. And, yeah, until then, hey, I'll see you guys on the next John Graves Show. Please let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments section. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and keep watching anime and keep playing video games. I'm out.